The 1990s stand as one of the most important chapters in the history of Mercedes-Benz. This was an era before touchscreens dominated dashboards, before software updates replaced mechanical adjustments, and before ownership was measured in lease terms instead of lifetimes. During this decade, Mercedes engineers worked with a different philosophy. Vehicles were designed to survive not just warranty periods, but generations of owners. The goal was not to impress in the showroom alone, but to perform year after year, mile after mile, under real-world conditions. Factories focused on material quality, conservative engineering tolerances, and systems that could be repaired rather than replaced. Steel was thick, components were oversized, and mechanical layouts were kept logical and accessible. Even today, decades later, many of these cars remain active on the roads. They are not hidden away in collections or museums. They carry families, commute to work, cross continents, and continue to prove that long-term reliability is not a coincidence, it is a design choice. These are 5 Mercedes models from the 1990s that earned legendary reputations for durability and still remain genuinely relevant in the modern world. 1. Mercedes-Benz W124 E-Class. The W124 E-Class is often regarded as the ultimate symbol of Mercedes reliability, and for good reason. Although its development began in the late 1980s, its presence dominated the early and mid-1990s, where it became a global benchmark for what a premium sedan should be. The W124 was engineered with an almost obsessive focus on longevity. The chassis was reinforced in critical stress areas, suspension components were built to handle poor road surfaces, and drivetrains were designed to operate under continuous heavy use. In many parts of the world, the W124 became the vehicle of choice for professional drivers, long-distance commuters, and taxi fleets. These were environments where downtime was unacceptable, and the W124 consistently proved that it could endure high mileage with minimal mechanical drama. Inside the cabin, the design emphasized clarity and function. Controls were solid and tactile, materials resisted wear, and visibility was excellent. There was no unnecessary technology, only systems that served a clear purpose. What makes the W124 relevant today is its balance between old-school durability and modern usability. It offers real comfort, predictable handling, and a driving experience that still feels composed in today's traffic. 2. Mercedes-Benz W202 C-Class. The W202 C-Class represented Mercedes' effort to bring its legendary build quality into a more compact and accessible package during the 1990s. This model was not designed as an economy car with a luxury badge. It was engineered as a true Mercedes, simply in a smaller form. The result was a compact sedan that shared much of the structural philosophy of its larger siblings. The W202 used conservative mechanical systems, many of which were derived from proven platforms. Engines were designed for smooth operation and long service intervals. The suspension was robust enough to handle uneven roads and daily commuting without excessive wear. Owners quickly discovered that the W202 could absorb years of use with minimal structural fatigue. Door hinges remained tight, interior materials aged gracefully, and the body resisted corrosion better than many competitors of the era. Today, the W202 remains relevant as a practical, reliable, and approachable classic Mercedes. It is small enough for modern cities, comfortable enough for long trips, and simple enough to maintain without advanced tools or proprietary systems. 3. Mercedes-Benz W126 S-Class. The W126 S-Class represents the peak of Mercedes' flagship engineering during the transition into the 1990s. Although its roots lie in the previous decade, its influence and widespread use extended well into the early 90s, making it one of the most enduring luxury sedans of its time. This model was built under a philosophy that prioritized safety, durability, and mechanical excellence above production efficiency. Structural reinforcements, advanced suspension design, and carefully engineered drivetrains made the W126 one of the most robust luxury vehicles ever produced. It gained global trust among government fleets, diplomatic services, and long-distance drivers not because of marketing, but because of proven performance under demanding conditions. Even today, the W126 remains relevant as a true long-distance machine. Its ride comfort, sound insulation, and mechanical stability allow it to perform highway travel in a way that few modern vehicles can replicate. 4. Mercedes-Benz R170 SLK. The R170 SLK brought a new dimension to Mercedes' reliability during the late 1990s, the idea that a compact roadster could also be dependable. This model combined a retractable hardtop with a sturdy chassis and conservative mechanical systems. Unlike many small sports cars, the SLK was not built solely for performance or appearance. It was designed to be used regularly, in different weather conditions, and over long ownership periods. The engine lineup focused on smooth, naturally aspirated power delivery rather than extreme performance. This approach reduced mechanical stress and improved long-term durability. Today, the R170 remains relevant as a usable classic. It offers open-top driving without the fragility often associated with older convertibles, making it a realistic choice for owners who want both enjoyment and reliability. 5. Mercedes-Benz W163 M-Class. The W163 M-Class marked Mercedes' official entry into the modern SUV market during the closing years of the 1990s. This vehicle was engineered to handle a wide range of tasks, from family transport to light off-road use. Its body structure, suspension, and drivetrain were designed with durability in mind, reflecting Mercedes' traditional engineering values. While early production models faced criticism for fit and finish, the underlying mechanical platform proved to be remarkably resilient. Many W163 vehicles accumulated high mileage in demanding environments without significant structural degradation. What keeps the W163 relevant today is its versatility and mechanical simplicity. It provides a commanding driving position, practical interior space, and a drivetrain capable of handling both city use and rougher terrain. Final thoughts. The Mercedes models of the 1990s were not designed to be disposable. They were built with the assumption that owners would form long-term relationships with their vehicles. Steel was thick, engineering margins were wide. Mechanical systems were designed to be serviced, repaired, and understood, not sealed away or replaced as modules. The cars in this list continue to prove that philosophy decades later. They remain on the road not because they are trendy, but because they are fundamentally sound. If you value vehicles that tell a story every time you turn the key, these Mercedes models still offer something that modern cars often struggle to deliver: a sense of mechanical honesty and long-term trust. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Mercedes' golden era of reliability, support the channel by liking the video, subscribing for more long-form automotive storytelling, and sharing your thoughts in the comments. And here's my question for you. Which Mercedes from the 1990s do you believe best represents the brand's peak in engineering, and why? Let's talk about it below.